Hi, Alan Stratton from Woodturning. 6 weeks ago, I rough turned this walnut bowl. Soaked it in alcohol for over a day, and then took it out, weighed it, wrapped the rim with brown paper, and then I also put a latex band around it. Now, the research that I had read suggested that you put paper around it and then that tape would keep some pressure on while it was drying. Well, in my opinion, if it shrunk at all, then tape would not do any good whatsoever. So that's where this latex banding comes in. What I did for this is that I took the two ends of the latex tubing, put them over a dowel with some CA glue, and glued the two ends together. So this is my attempt to put a little pressure around the rim as it was drying. However, I'm still skeptical that it's doing any good at all. Now, according to my weighing, this has lost 60% of its weight over the past 6 weeks. That, to me, is a little bit much. I would have expected 40%. So I'm not sure whether my weights are off or whether it picked up more weight due to the alcohol. But we'll have to see, get some more data. But for now, let's finish turning this walnut bowl.
I'm mounting the dry bowl with the interior directly onto a closed chuck. There's no need to cushion or pad to protect the inside, since it is very rough and will still need a lot of tooling anyway. The tailstock is the only thing holding it to the lathe. First priority is to retool the mounting tenon. The original tenon has warped during the drying process. I'm using a skew and a gouge. The gouge for wood removal, the skew is a scraper to true up the dovetail tenon. Then, while still mounted this way, I have great access to turn the bowls outside. If I had flipped it over, I'd have to work in the tight space between the headstock and the chuck. This way, I have plenty of room to work the gouge without hitting the chuck jaws. I'm taking a short break now to flatten the bowl's rim. I could save this for later when I flip it around, except that I want a slight flare at the rim and need to know just where the top will be. Then back to the task of refining the exterior. The figure is beautiful but wild. There's a lot of tear out. Shear scraping helps smooth out the tear out and refine the curve. Then I'll power sand the exterior and finish with walnut oil. It was interesting to watch closely while applying the walnut oil to see it being soaked up into the wood pores. I know that Mike Mahoney immerses his bowls in walnut oil for a day. I'll have to try a long soak, but I have to find a large soaking container first. Next, I'll flip the bowl around and mount with the refined tenon. This bowl has not warped severely. I need to reduce the wall thickness and deepen it slightly. Then this will go quickly with a bowl gouge. My heavy bowl scraper does a good job of final smoothing the interior. Then I'm ready to power sand the inside and give it a good coat of walnut oil. The last area to work is the foot. This time I'll use my new homemade coal jaws to hold the bowl. I'll do a separate build video for these coal jaws. I'll start with the tailstock in place for added security using a gouge. But in the end, the whole purpose of the coal jaws is to hold the bowl without the tailstock while I finish the foot. So I'll push back the tailstock for the last bit of cutting. Still, it's good to use the tailstock as long as possible. I really hate flying bowls. A little scraping with a skew produces the fine detail. Then sand and finish the foot. The alcohol soak was successful. The bowl was bone dry in 6 weeks instead of a year. I almost wonder if it got too dry. In summary, rough turn, soak for at least 4 hours or overnight, remove and let the surface alcohol dry, wrap at least the rim with brown craft paper, weigh and record the weight. Optionally use a rubber tube for some rim pressure, but I'm still skeptical that this helps. When the weight stabilizes, it's ready to turn. I like this process, a lot closer to instant gratification. Please click the like button on this video and subscribe to both my website and YouTube channel. Always wear your face shield. You can't grab it just before something hits you in the face. Until next time, this is Alan Stratton from As Wood Turns.